I don't know if I've told you all, but I'd like to just post every Wednesday and Sunday, regardless of whether or not anything interesting is happening, but just to give you all updates and things like that. As far as eating goes this week, can't say it was the best. I haven't really been sticking to any. I mean, I've been trying to watch my portions and what I'm eating, but I haven't really had a salad. I maybe had one salad this week. And I'm trying to eat at least one salad per meal each day, but I've only had one. And I haven't been eating as regularly as I should. Like, normally I try to do breakfast, lunch, dinner at certain times of the day, every day, as closely as I possibly can. But that has not happened at all this week. And then I was struggling with, not feeling full and wanting to eat everything in my house. I'm so glad that I didn't have a cake or, a bag of chocolates or anything like that, because I'm pretty positive that I would have binged on it. They haven't had any crazy binges, so that's a plus for me. Even the day that I wanted to eat everything, I still, stopped myself, because I know it's part of my addiction that's forcing those thoughts into my head that I need to eat, that I am not full, that I'm not eating enough for my body. And it's hard to quiet those voices sometimes, because I'm so used to them. And eating brings me so much comfort, and I don't know if that'll ever go away. I don't know if it's just always going to be a part of my life. I always tell my mom, when I'm trying to explain, my addiction to her, because I'm the only one that's really overweight in my family. And I tell her, my addiction is like, say, a heroin addict. They feel so satisfied, they feel so comforted, they feel so at peace and, good inside of their body when they use heroin. And that's the way I feel when I eat my favorite foods. But a heroin addict would never be asked to eat just smaller amounts, or just take smaller amounts of heroin every day just to, get by. No person would ask a heroin addict to do that, because there probably aren't many that would be able to stick to those little small portions of heroin every day. Eventually, they'd want to be high. They'd want to feel that high again. And as overweight people and obese people and people with food addictions, we're asked to eat smaller portions of food every day. You can also say, it's like giving a heroin addict weed or marijuana instead of heroin to use. Use this to get high instead of heroin. And that's how you'll stay off of heroin. Telling a fat person here, no, eat vegetables and only this and only, these things. You can't eat all those other things because it's going to trigger your addiction. And it's not easy. I didn't mean to get emotional in this video. I feel like I'm feeling forced to not eat the food I love because I really want it. And it's easier said than done to say, well, just have a little bit and don't eat the rest, or give the rest to somebody else. I think this is, I know that my eating habits need to change. I know the kind of food I eat definitely needs to change. It's just hard, guys. And I think what kind of discourages me is exercise alone isn't going to fix my problem. So the 4 days that I spent sore and hurting really didn't make that big of a difference if I wasn't eating the way I should. And I wasn't. And I think that's what was making me want to eat everything, because at least for a little while I could feel comforted and not be in pain and know that all that pain was pointless, because I probably ate all the calories that I burned in that workout session that day because I couldn't get full. And it's depressing. But what do? What am I supposed to do, How do I fix it? How do I make it different? How do I make my mind work differently? I've never been skinny. I have never been thin. I have no idea what it felt like at one time to be skinny. I am so used to being in this body. That sometimes I wonder, why am I doing this? I definitely don't want to be sick anymore. I don't want to have diabetes and high blood pressure and have high cholesterol and things of that nature that will eventually give me a heart attack and more than likely take me away from my daughter way too soon. And that is a huge motivation. You would think. So why can't I just stick to it? Why can't I just make better choices automatically? Why can't I just do it? Why is it such a struggle if I know that I'm gonna die because of my choices? Why does it have to be so hard to make good choices? I'm sorry that I'm ending this week on this sour note. I didn't expect to get so emotional and cry, but I don't want to lie and make it seem like this is a piece of cake, because it's not. This has been a mental and physically grueling week for me. And if anything else, it helps for me just to talk about it. Because sometimes when I say things out loud, it makes more sense, and I'm able to recognize or see more. Or see a different side, I guess. Because watching my videos back while I'm editing, I'm able to listen to what I'm saying and try and figure things out. And I guess that's all I can do. But tomorrow is a new week. Monday is a new start. And I can only try to do better.